Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, if you absolutely love Simic Ramp and casting huge spells, then you're going to love seeing what happens when we sprinkle in a little bit of red and make it a Temur Ramp deck. But before we get into that, thank you everyone who has hit that subscribe button to become a Brew Crew member. If you haven't yet, would you please also hit that subscribe button, become a member of the Brew Crew family as well? So, when I came across this deck on Twitter recently, I was like, we have to show this to the Brew Crew. This deck is a blast. I think I'm sitting at like an 80% win rate. The main difference between Simic Ramp and this is the fact that we have removal, and Simic Ramp only has like bounce or tempo. So I really like the addition of red in this deck. So what do we got going on? First, we have our early game creatures and or ramp cards. It's either or. So we have 4 Neverwinter Dryads, 1 green for a 1/1 Dryad, and then you can do this the turn it comes out if you have the mana, but sacrifice Neverwinter Dryad and pay 2 colorless, search your library for a basic forest card, put it on the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle. The best play you can do in this deck, in my opinion, is turn 1, Neverwinter Dryad, into a turn 2, block whatever they do, grab the forest, into a turn 3, Quandrix Cultivator, and now on turn 3, you've got 5 land on the board. Going into turn 4 with 6 mana does not hurt at all. So then we have 4 Prosperous Innkeepers. Not only is that 1/1 body nice as a chump blocker late game, and we get to ramp a little bit with the treasure, but whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life is huge against all these rush decks, especially considering that this deck can actually pop off and keep bringing out little creatures with comas and Outruns Epiphanies and all that. We'll get into that, but just a great addition in this deck. 2 Field Trips. First off, it's a little bit more ramp. Secondly, it learns and it gets us into that sideboard. We have that and Divide by 0. Let's go ahead and take a look at that sideboard real quick. We do have 1 Environmental Science just to make sure that if we don't hit lands, we are going to get them. Plus that 2 life is big. Teaching of Arcanus. If we need to refill our hand, or playing against a control deck and their grip is just bigger than yours, you get to draw some cards. Containment Breach, I mean, everybody's playing a class. This gets rid of all those pesky classes out there, and or if they have an artifact that you really just can't deal with. 2 Pest Summonings. I never really grabbed this one. I'm sure there are cases where you may need it, just in case you want some chump blockers that can also help you gain some life. Introduction to Annihilation. Of course, you want to be able to exile something that's super problematic. You don't want them drawing a card, but a lot of times drawing a card is better than having to deal with that Onyx or that Loth or something like that. And then of course 2 Mascot Exhibitions in the deck because of the fact that we get big quick. So we want to keep grabbing those late game, and once again those just help us gain a whole bunch of life with Prosperous Innkeeper if it's still alive against all those really aggressive decks. And then lastly in this aisle we have 4 Quandrix Cultivators. Just once again helps us ramp with the deck. Then we're going to go into our removal or disruption package here. We have 4 Divide by Zeros. Really useful spell. It tempos your opponent out and it gets you into your sideboard. It's just really nice. We have 2 Prismari commands. You got a lot of modes on here and they are all relevant one way or the other. You're doing 2 damage to any target is huge. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards. That could be huge for you. Target player creates a treasure. Once again, you're ramping. Or destroy target artifact. That comes into play a lot in this format as well, in my opinion. And then here's one of the biggest reasons why I love this deck, adding red. Then we have Battle of Frost and Fire, which in my opinion is the biggest reason to be going Temur instead of Simic. 1 red, 1 blue, 3 colorless. All 3 modes are great for you. Immediately out the gate, Battle of Frost and Fire does 4 damage to each non-giant creature and each planeswalker. So that's your board wipe. Simic just can't do that on its own. Going Temur adds the ability to do so. But then, the next phase, you get to scry 3, which is huge in this deck because we do have tons of land, 26 lands. So we are wanting to make sure we filter through that if we start to get flooded, which isn't really an issue in this deck. But for the late game, maybe you don't need land 10 or 11 and 12. And then lastly, whenever you cast a spell with mana 5 or greater this turn, draw 2 cards and then discard 1. You're probably going to be casting a spell of 5 or greater when this triggers on that mode. So you're going to be drawing 2 cards and then discarding 1. And then 1 Magma Opus for a little bit of, flavor. Early game, it's ramp. Late game, it's doing a whole lot. You're doing 4 damage divided any way you want, creating a 4/4 elemental creature token, and drawing 2 cards. Why not? You don't want too many of those in the deck because it feels bad. Then we're going to go ahead and get into our really fun to cast game closers. So first we have 2 Imrith Desert Dooms. I mean, just a 5/5 flying dragon that has ward 4 as long as it's untapped is already hard to deal with. If your hand gets low, this is going to start refilling it, either drawing 1 card or 3 cards to, you know, you're going to be drawing a lot of cards with Emrys over the course of the game. It's just a great creature. Then we have 1 copy of Mordekainen. I think this is a very underrated planeswalker in the format. Super strong, helps you draw cards, creates huge creatures as long as your hand is big, and it usually will be. 4 copies of Alrund's Epiphany. If you're playing Ramp, you're playing blue, you better be playing Alrund's Epiphany, and why not play all 4? When you chain turn after turn after turn, it gets disgusting. Your opponent's probably going to quit. And then 2 Coma Cosmos Serpents. This card can get you out of all kinds of binds. It can help you gain all kinds of life if you have a Prosperous Innkeeper on the board. It just does a whole lot of work, in my opinion. I love this card. And then we have our land package. First, we have 2 Hall of the Storm Giants and 1 Lair of the Hydra, just to help close out games. If you're getting board wiped or against control, this is really going to help save you and just help you close out games. And then our regular lands. So we have 4 islands, 2 mountains, 5 forests, 3 Frostbolt Snarls, and then 3 Riverglide Pathways, the red-blue, 2 of the green-red, and 4 of the blue-green, since our main colors in the deck are blue and green. So just like any ramp deck out there, you're trying to get as much mana on the board as fast as you can while staying alive against all of these super fast decks. You can slow it down just a little bit against a control deck. In fact, you want to try to be the aggressor in that situation. Make sure you're getting these cultivators out, attacking with lands whenever they're tapped out, and then of course throwing just your big huge bomb haymakers and winning the game. So I think you're really gonna like it. Without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into that gameplay. What's up, Kiki? You little Jeeky? Little Kiki Jeeky? Okay, opponent goes first. We have 2 lands, but we can't cast the Prosperous Innkeeper, but we do draw twice before we can throw it, so let's keep it and hope for a green. Okay, Jesper Sentinel is the play for the opponent. That's not green. Let's go with the Hall. Pass it back. Guiding Voice on a Jesper Sentinel, getting them a experimental or environmental sciences. Okay. There's the green we needed, and on time. Boom. Into the Prosperous Innkeeper. That gives us a turn 3 Quandrix Cultivator. This can go, one of these can go on red. And then we have a Battle of Frost and Fire to clean up their board if they start to pop off. This is good. Blizzard Brawl, huh? Okay, they are worried about... Okay, I think they're using their stuff too willingly in the beginning. Our life is fine. Let's go ahead and throw this out on red. Let's go ahead and throw out the Quandrix Cultivator to get ourselves a creature out there. That gives us our 4th mana, and then this is our 5th, so we can still battle if we need to. Take action. We need double blue in this deck, more than double green. And then next turn, if we need to, we can divide by 0 and Prosperous Innkeeper in the same turn if we don't want to do the battle. So maybe, yeah, there's the Environmental Sciences coming down. They're down to 3 cards in hand, minus the forest. We don't care about that. That little guy? We don't care about that little guy. So this could go on blue because we got another red. We don't need the red right now, so let's go ahead and throw that out on blue. Let's go ahead and swing in. Tag him. Tag him and bag him. Okay, let's throw out the Innkeeper holding up divide by 0 mana. I mean, we are going to be probably doing Battle of Frost and Fire soon, but we don't want to telegraph that. Not that I don't know they would think that we even have that in our deck, but why not get this out there in case we're not battling? Let's keep progressing the board. We don't need a 1/1 Innkeeper at the moment. Oh, perfect. Get that Luminancer out here. It's nice and clever. Throw another creature for me, if you wouldn't mind. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into our sideboard and just bounce that. We're just stalling them. We have the Battle of Frost and Fire still. Just really taking our time. A Snakeskin Veil, huh? Okay. Okay. You know what? We can rebuild way easier than they can, and we have the Emerith for another turn after. Well, but Emerith doesn't die. to the Battle of Frost and Fire. So I can just chump block these. They might have trample, though. I know how hard it is to rebuild from this deck. So first, let's go ahead and... I'm just going to attack with the 1, because if I attack with the 1/1, they're going to block it anyways, and it super telegraphs that I'm going to try to wipe the board. So we'll do that, then we'll Battle of Frost and Fire. They'd have to use a bunch of they'd have to pump twice to keep this alive, and then they're out of pump spells in their hand. Okay, that's one. They got to do another one now, and they're going to run out of stuff to do. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Cool, so you have 2 cards in your hand and a 2/3. I'm going to throw this down, and or bounce it. Okay, okay. Let's scry 3. I don't need the land at the moment. Cultivator's not horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need the cultivator. We need to find big spells. They can't really tag us too hard other than... Let's see. So if I throw this, that doesn't leave up 5 land. So yeah, we're going to bounce that at the end of their turn. So we're going to field trip and grab ourselves a forest. And then we're going to grab a mascot exhibition. Nah, we're not greedy. Let's grab the containment breach. And then, let's just end the turn. And we have the divide by 0. Clever Luminancer coming down. So that resolves. Okay, once they do that, we're going to divide by 0. This Clever Luminancer will auto-pay, and then we can containment breach that in our turn. We'll go ahead and grab an X mascot now. Ooh, it's a Coma. Comas. Let's get Coma out there. Let's just really lock it up, draw some cards. We'll discard. We don't need any more red. Discard that. We'll put you out on blue. We'll pass the turn. Good game. Good game, opponent. Yeah, nothing they can do. Kiki, we got you. Charles M. Solanka. Okay, Charles. Let's see if I can be in charge here. Opponent goes first. We have a great turn 1, turn 2 if we want to. So we have 3 lands, all of our colors, divide by 0, Emerith, Neverwind, and Prosperous Innkeeper. So we'll keep it. We'll definitely lead off with the Neverwinter. Okay, do we got ourselves a Werewolf Pack Leader? We do. There's our Coma. So I think we throw this out on blue. Trying to think of which way is the smarter route to do this. So if I throw the Innkeeper now, next, no attacks, end the turn. We'll block this 3/3. Grab a forest, and really hope that we hit, what do we need? Our Quandrix Cultivator. So we're going to block that, activate that, grab a forest. We need to find a Battle of Frost and Fire soon. So we could put this out on blue. We only need the 1 red. It's there. 4, 5, 6. So we throw the Prosperous Innkeeper, and then we hold up the divide by 0 just in case. If they throw the Ranger, if they fire up Ranger class. Cool. I don't want them drawing cards. So we're going to divide by 0. Oh, we can't divide by 0 that. So let's just slow them down. We'll go ahead and throw the Divide by Zero on the Werewolf Pack Leader. I wish I could have waited till the end of their turn, but we couldn't. We'll grab the Containment Breach. They swing in. We'll take 3 for this turn, and then next turn we'll block something. They're going to rethrow the Werewolf Pack Leader. Okay, we can't throw the Giant yet. I got to throw the Emrith in the air. Try to beat them in the air. If they have Blizzard Brawl, we're probably going to lose our Emrith because I think they have plenty of mana now. Frogmoth. Okay, no. Well, we can block the... No, we cannot block... That has Trample too, huh? If I don't kill it now, I never can. I have to. We are a control deck. So we haul the Storm Giants into a Containment Breach. We get ourselves a blocker. No attacks in the turn. Next turn we go Coma and hope that's enough. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and swing in. So we'll chump block the 3. Let's chump block here too. No. I want to gain life. So, because they could activate and just trample through anyways. So, they do not. Coma might be enough to win this the game. Null Hunter, what do you do? Whenever you have a creature's power 6 or greater this turn, put a +1 counter on it. Oh my gosh. They just barfed out everything they had. So we have blue, green. Let's put this on red. Let's go Coma. And we just end the turn. No attacks. Okay, here we go. They get to draw 2. They're coming in. Okay, so they get to do all these shenanigans. Resolve. Whoa, cancel. So, this will block a Werewolf Pack Leader. This will block a Werewolf Pack Leader. And I take 7. And I can't... Which one? Did they just do this one? Problem is, if they have Blizzard Brawl, we lose. So we're gonna have to do this. Which means they probably pumped that one. So we get hit with the full 5. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The Innkeeper will gain... We need to not draw any more land. Then again, we have the Hall of the Storm Giants as a blocker they might forget about. We had to make that indestructible. Ooh, okay. They return the Frogmoth to their hand. Another land is not great. Next, no attack. We are in dire straits here, so we're just hanging back. Okay, we get the trigger from the Prosperous, bringing us to 9. Woo! This is tight. Hopefully they forget about our land, and they just jam out that Froghemoth. There's the Froghemoth. Okay, they swing with the team. They get those. Let's activate you. So you're going to block the Froghemoth. You're going to block the Werewolf Pack Leader. Or, no. You're going to block this Null Hunter. You're going to block the path of this. You're going to block the 3/3 over here. We'll do those blocks. And then we're going to make the Cosmos Serpent indestructible. Otherwise, once again, if they could blow us out with the pack, So we'll do that. Gains indestructible. We don't care about the token as much at the moment, so we'll submit that one. I know it's my... What? My go. I'm moving. I'm actions. They're getting mad. Pass. Boom, boom, boom. They hit us for a whole 1. This is indestructible. We still have a land that they can't touch. Yes. Yes, I think we stabilized. We got you, mono green. Another land. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Next. Next. Good game, Charles. Woo! Come up for the win. Okay. Mo Deadly. What's up, Mo Deadly? Mo Deadly than me? Looks like they're going to be going first. Wow. We might... let's get greedy and keep it. If we hit a land off the top that's green, we're good. If we don't, we have a little bit of problems. So let's go with the Snarl first, because we can't get it into play untapped at the moment. Armory. What? Boros equipment? Yeah, it's going to be Boros equipment. Usher the Fallen coming down. There's that green. We needed that, like, really bad. But we have to put the Frost the Hall of the Storm Giants out this turn, so we might as well foretell this. Yeah, we'll be too far behind the other way. This way we can go with the Neverwind Dryad and get... ooh, Dancing Sword. So we're probably going to need to get to this Battle of Frost and Fire here pretty quick, because this is going to hurt. Ooh, at least we can block this. So we go with this into the Neverwind Dryad. Next, end the turn. If I hit a land off the top, we can battle, but I think we're going to be dividing by 0. I think that makes more sense. We want them to put more creatures on the board. So they'll swing in. We take the block. We activate. They create a 1/1. That's fine. We get you. We get you. I like it. I like your style. Grab a forest. Okay, another one. So we throw the... I can't do both. What are you... switch your berry, put that battlefield tapped, then shuffle. I think I'm gonna throw the Neverwinter Dryad again. And then... pass the turn. And hold up the divide by 0 or the Neverwinter Dryad trigger. Because this gives us Battle of Frost and Fire next turn, depending on what they do. We need them to put out some creatures so we can kind of reset the board. So first things first, we're just gonna... Oops. We're just gonna block this again. And then, well, we'll just keep doing what we've been doing. They might put out another 1/1, really hold on to their hand. Yeah, they're really milking it. I like it. They're a calm player. They're playing more deadly than I thought they would. Okay, there they go. Oh, there they go. That was a good little sneak. I think it's fine to throw off the Battle of Frost and Fire here, and then we can handle whatever they do after that. We need to just reset this board. It might bring the Dancing Sword back out. That's fine. If they want a 2/1. They do not. Okay, that's good for us. Ooh, okay. Okay, we see you.
Must regain the power I've
Now they
lost
can
so
attach
we
that
can
onto it.
make this world.
Red, scry 3. We'll take another Battle of Frost and Fire into an Emerith. I like all of that. So, throw this out on red. Let's go ahead and Epiphany now, because we get this trigger here. -3. I don't think we even really care about her, but we'll just chop her down.
I am not shaken.
Then we'll go ahead and battle the Frost and Fire again. Let's go ahead and get rid of... Maybe we keep both the Frost and Fires. We'll get rid of these all learn. We have plenty of land right now, so we'll get rid of the Field Trip. That triggers again.
My quest rages on.
They get a 2/1 flyer now. So we'll throw the Neverwind Dryad just to have it on the board. Next turn, what do we got? 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we top deck a land, we go... No, well, we Innkeeper into this because we'll get the treasure. Okay. They're going to attack us for 2 in the air. That's just not... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no. Sword of the Realms is great. Oh, no. We're taking damage here. Okay, well, we're going to have a flyer in the air. Oh, wait. What is this? Scry 3. I'll take the Epiphany, and we'll ditch the Cultivators. I think I'm going to take the Innkeeper, get the treasure, Quandrix Command while they're tapped out, do 2 damage, and destroy an artifact. 2 damage. What is it? Ward 1? Yeah, that's fine with me. Yes. And then we want to destroy the sword. Resolve. Autopay. Kill both of those. They have a 2/2 on the board now. No attacks. End the turn. And I think we kind of stabilize. Next turn we can... Now we'll do the Prosperous into the Emerith, which gives us a whole bunch of life gain. We have the Divide by 0. Okay, the Nahiri doesn't matter right now. They can get a 1/1. Or look at the top 6.
And save all Zendikars
No, they foretell something. What are you? Okay.
We will protect my home.
Attack for 2. Whenever a non-creature dies, if it was enchanted. We don't need more land. Let's just block that with the winter. Neverwinter. Alrund's Epiphany. Big money. Big money. This is whenever you cast a spell. So let's... I think I Epiphany to gain more life. Nah, let's stick with our plan. Prosperous Innkeeper. Trigger. Into an Emerith. Autopay. Draw some cards. Let's discard. Let's discard the Hydra and really blow them out with Innkeepers. Divide by 0s gets us on our sideboard. This is going to gain us life. No attacks. End the turn. Oh, no. Okay, we have double Divide by 0s for that. So we have a different plan coming. They just unloaded their hand. So we're out of cards in their hand. We're okay. We're there. Dancing Sword. So what do we do here? I have 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have to Epiphany first. Just to get some creatures on the board. Let's Epiphany. Get all the triggers. No attacks. Pass the turn. I don't want them to double block. So we'll throw you out on blue. We always need more blue. Let's divide by 0, a 4/4. Oh, I can't. So we'll throw the Prosperous Innkeeper. We're going to divide by 0 her now, so they have to recast her. Let's get into... Let's go Mascot Exhibition. No attacks. And the turn. We're staled out. Okay. Okay, they're attacking with the 2 4/4s. Okay, and we got a Fireblade Charger coming in. No, nothing. Okay, yep. Here we go. We really need to find. So pass. We'll block one, and we'll block the other. We'll chump block the other. 2 blocks. That takes care of one of the flyers, which is what we wanted. Rip apart a Ward 4. They do have it. So let's go ahead and bounce that to our hand. Let's grab another mascot. Their rip apart does nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and
My people.
I think we're mascotting this turn for a whole bunch of life gain and just because we can chump block their flyers. Let's go ahead and mascot. Let's gain all the lives. No attacks and the turn. If they attack with the 4/4, I think we just take it. Next turn, here comes a dancing sword. They can equip it with this. Oh, no, they go over there. Okay. So this turn we divide by, or no, we chump block. Okay, we chump block with a 1/1. And the next turn we'll Emerith. And then when they attack, we'll bounce that with the divide by 0. So we'll just chump block that for now. Oh, okay.
Should have stayed out of my way.
Nice. Oh, Battle of Frost and Fire. Okay, we can't do it yet. So first we need to put out the Emerith, because otherwise this lives. We get all the triggers there. Next. No attacks, and the turn. Okay, let's get sneaky. Let's get sneaky. Swing with that 7/6. Oh, shoot. Okay, that happened. We forgot about Axe Guard. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 mana, so they can't do... What do we got here? Maul of Skyclaves is probably coming out. Oh, they went that route, huh? Okay, I like it. That saved us big. Okay, they get a 1/1. Oh, this is a big stuff here. So we're gonna block. Divide by 0. The dancing sword. Let's grab another. Let's grab introduction. Boom! We just take out their 4/4. Let's throw this. Let's get in with everything. Let's go. Let's get it. Mo Deadly, we coming. We are coming. I'm about to wipe your board. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Bye-bye. You're dead. Fireblade Charger blocks there. No, oh, I get what you're doing here. You go there, you block. Okay, I see what you're doing. Yep, I like it. If they're smart, they'll Battle of Frost and Fire the Imrith. I mean, I'm sorry, they'll Fireblade Charger the Imrith. But they probably won't. They're going to want to kill this right here. See? If they were smart, they would have killed it. We draw a card. And let's go ahead and Battle of Frost and Fire. Just to finish off everything else.
I tire of
End the turn. We have the Divide by Zero, Introduction Annihilation, and then a Mascot Exhibition. Emeria's Call. Okay, 2/4/4s. I can't even beat them up. Let's take the Coma for sure. Ditch all the lands. Throw out the Snarl. Make this a 7/7. Attack with both. They want to block, double block Temur if they can. Yep, they do. It's fine. We got Coma coming down next. We got a lot of life. They're going to throw a whole bunch of stuff on it. What are you going to do? Yep, that's fine. Because we're going to just start tapping it down. Yeah, we're taking that this turn. Nothing I can do. Yep. It's still only bringing us down to 20, so we're good. There we go. They couldn't attack because of that. So let's go ahead and throw the Coma. We still have the Divide by Zero. Let's get rid of the Snarl. And we just end the turn. There we go. That thing's never coming in. That one's not coming in at all. Whenever you attack with one or more, let's let that happen. Let's go ahead and activate this. Tap you, sack you, and then we just win the game. Because I tap that, next turn I'll tap that. We'll go in with the, well, we haven't won. Yeah, I think we do. I think that is game. In fact, I could just do it like this. Let's grab, doesn't even matter. We Containment Breach. That triggers. And we just go ahead and attack. Good game. Boom. The Comas. The Hall of the Storm Giants. I like it. I like it. Woo! Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for Temur Ramp. I really, really like this shell, and it is way more solid, in my opinion, than Simic. We do lose the giants that bounce everything, but that's okay. I think that the deck's board wipe ability and just going over the top after you've done the board wipe is amazing in the deck. A couple quick changes that I would make is, first off, I just never wanted this past summoning, so we're going to get rid of that. I've already added the third Mascot Exhibition. This deck really ramps so hard that we want to be able to get all kinds of value late game if we start doing learns. So let's make sure we have plenty of Mascot Exhibitions in there. And then the other thing is, I'm not going to go and change it because I think the deck is running super smooth, but these two field trips right here are, in my opinion, your flex spot. We still have 4 Divide by Zeros to go ahead and get into our sideboard. Maybe we want to keep it because it does have the learn, but on turn 3, I feel like this deck is doing a whole lot more than wanting to field trip. Turn 3, you're usually throwing a Quandrix Cultivator or something even better. Maybe even you're just going with the Divide by Zero to go ahead and get into that sideboard and tempoing your opponent, pseudo time walking, if you will. So I don't know, it's a great card. I'm gonna leave it in for now, but that is the flex spot. Let me know down below if you think there's something that would replace field trip. I really want to hear, because I think this deck is super solid, but we can maybe make it tier 1. It might be tier 1.5 right now. I don't think it's tier 2. It's not quite tier 1, but it is a super, super solid deck at the moment. Besides that, would you please hit that subscribe button, become a member of the Brew Crew, and as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.